Jürgen Persson of Sweden, and Conley Hui of China, the world's number 1. No, actually, correction, world number 2, I should say. And the men's singles final will be played out tomorrow. No, in fact, Monday. Correction.
Samsonov trying to slam that heavy underspin by Waldner. No luck. Samsonov really struggling to find a way around Waldner's play when Waldner eliminates his errors. And from the very beginning, when Waldner has not been making the unforced errors, he's had the upper hand, and that's been the secret the last 3 games. Waldner just eliminating those unforced errors.
Well, Don, what we've seen so far, players that have called a timeout, they have usually had their backs to the wall, they've looked despondent, they've looked exhausted. And now Samsonov, who looked like he was going to run away with this match, taking a 2-0 lead. Will now have to draw on everything he has. He trails by 3 points, but holds serve in this 5th and deciding game.
Waldner going for that forehand that he just did not miss at the start. Missed it there. 11-12. And that's that little bit of sweat that gets on that rubberized surface. It just becomes like glass. The ball slips off there. There's no way they can control it. And they've got to keep the table dry and the paddle dry. Big miss by Waldner there. That wasn't even close. So all tied up.
That's a bit in your face. I don't think even Samsonov, the great retriever, is going to try and chase that one down.
Well, how many times have we seen when somebody's in that position smashing, they get frustrated and end up missing after they've had about 5 or 6 smashes?
Well, that's experience for you. A 35-year-old who's been playing this game for, well, close to 20 years. First Olympic appearance 12 years ago. And again, there are not many competitive Olympians around who are here taking part in their 4th games. One of them, of course, is Steve Redgrave. He goes back a lot further than that, looking for a consecutive 5th gold. And his final race on sometime this morning. We'll keep you updated on that on the camera. 3-point lead for Jan Ove Waldner, and the Belarusian coach with a very different look on his face than he had about 45 minutes ago.
Quick backhand again, just caught Samsonov. Samsonov was lucky to even retrieve it.
Donna, I think one of the big differences between these two players is that Janove Voldner is mixing his shots up. He's changing the pace of the ball so much more often than Samsonov, who seems to be relying more on, well, he prefers the speedier style of play. And again, 11 years difference in age and playing experience between these two. Well, this is a scene. What a fight back.
Voldner has to keep the unforced errors out of his games, and then then go for the shots when he has it. Oh, what a point by Samsonov. It looked like Voldner had that point sewed up. Great retrieving.
Well, the Belarusian just has to put out of his mind the fact that he was leading by 2-0 at one point, and has now got this Swede all over him in the fifth and deciding.
Oh, and he gets it off the edge of the table.
Yeah, that was just off the edge, but at this time, at this stage of the match, or is it?
No, what we saw, that little tip, it must have hit the net.
I'm sure he hit a kick as well, isn't it? No, that's just long. That's over the edge.
That looked like it caught. Yes, they've readjusted the score.
Right, okay,
so we did have it right.
Yeah, initially they went up, gave that point to Janove Voldner, and it's now gone back to Samsonov.
Look at that change of pace by Voldner.
Well, again, he can do this whenever he wants, and Samsonov either can't do it or is just not willing to do it.
I mean, Voldner just whiffed that.
And, of course, Voldner coming back to serve, and he's just 2 points away from victory and a shot at the gold medal.
Wow, these are the two toughest points to win of the entire match right here. Everybody knows that. It's almost easier to play from behind.
Look at this, he can't watch. Actually,